2017 was a year filled with some bloody awesome Easter eggs. Last week we began our look at the 10 best Easter eggs from the year, including Easter eggs like Call of Duty's Hidden Balls and Agents of Mayhem's Secret Dance Party. Today we have 5 more brilliant Easter eggs from 2017. If you haven't seen that last video, then make sure you go and check it out before watching this, but if you're already up to date, let's get going. Mass Effect Andromeda may have been one of the most divisive games of 2017, but at least this Easter egg that we covered back in April references something that pretty much everybody loves. The Andromeda universe is full of mysteries, from weird alien species, ancient alien crash sites, and references to Christopher Nolan movies. I am of course talking about The Dark Knight Rises, which is found in Mass Effect Andromeda as a rather cool Easter egg. So we're here on the planet of Eladin, and we're on our way to the crashed remnant spaceship. This is actually really easy to find as it's just in the entrance of the wreckage. You'll find the Easter egg by simply looking up at the crash. You can clearly see the Batman logo silhouetted against the sky. This is a very close match to the Dark Knight Rises movie posters, where the Batman logo was shown in the same manner but made out of the remains of collapsed buildings. My game of the year, Ghost Recon Wildlands, was absolutely chock full of Easter eggs. It was really hard for me to choose just one. Thankfully though, What Culture Gaming decided to steal my footage and choose for me. So I guess I'll go with that. Bloody bastards. So for this next Easter egg, we're going to be heading to the Salt Flats in the top left hand corner of the game world. Specifically, we'll be heading to this location between the military base and the mainland. Coming to this location, you'll be able to find a single chair in the middle of the barren wasteland. Now for many, this might not even be an Easter egg, but I'm quite confident to say that it's in fact a reference to The Matrix. The scene in question from the movie is that which takes place within the construct. In the movie, this is seen as an endless white void, not too dissimilar to the Salt Flats. In this scene, there are also similar chairs to those from the game, so it's pretty likely that this Easter egg is in fact a reference to The Matrix. Now, Battlefield 1 wasn't actually released in 2017, but its DLC pack, They Shall Not Pass, was released in March 2017, so I think this Easter egg is pretty fair game. Welcome to Battlefield 1. It's time for the Up Easter egg. Let's go. Enter the map, Verdun Heights. Shoot the 3 bottles. 1, 2, 3. Next, shoot the 3 weather vanes. 1, 2, 3. Then, enjoy your Easter egg. Oh, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, how everyone loves you. But without the film Battle Royale, you may have never even existed. So this Easter egg goes out to you. This completely passed me by, but since I've been playing a lot of Battlegrounds recently, thanks to the release of the new desert map, I ran into this Easter egg and fancied sharing it with you guys. So I guess many people would probably think that the Battle Royale genre is inspired by something like The Hunger Games, Well, in fact, the original inspiration for the genre most likely originates at least 8 years earlier than the release of the first Hunger Games movie, with a little Japanese movie called Battle Royale. Now, when I say little, I mean this thing was based on a very popular manga and made over $25 million in Japan alone, so I think it's pretty safe to say it's pretty damn popular. Anyway, all the way back in August, I did say I was late on this. A number of exclusive crates were released in Battlegrounds which can contain movie-inspired costumes from Battle Royale. These crates are the Gamescom Invitational Crate, the Survivor Crate, and the Wanderer Crate. So, shall we take a look at a few of them? And by the way, these will be from the promotional images because fuck using a loot box system for this. That would take forever and a lot of money. So, first up, we have this beautiful number inspired by Kitano, the teacher of the school in the movie. Next up is this striking yellow two-piece drawing inspiration from Takako Chigusa. Fancy something a little more tactical? Well, this simple yet effective outfit is available, inspired by this person. Look, I couldn't really work out who this was, but I did pretty well getting all the other names. You know, it's pretty damn hard researching a Japanese movie. Carrying on, here we have a bit of a gender swapping costume as this one is inspired by Keizu Kiriyama. This costume here seems to be simply based on the generic school uniforms worn throughout the movie. This pink suit belongs to whoever the hell this is, but I can't find any more information on her. Finally, we have another male outfit, this one inspired by Shogo Kawada. I've just realised that 3 out of 5 of these games are pretty much shit. But I love Star Wars too much for this Easter egg not to be included, so this one comes from December. Enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Loot Box Simulator 2017, also known as Star Wars Battlefront 2. You may have noticed there was also a little indie film released recently by the name of Star Wars Episode 8: The Last Jedi. Well, in the gaming world, to coincide with this new release, Battlefront 2 released the Last Jedi expansion for the game, featuring new maps and characters. So, like we did last time, we're going to be taking a look at some of the Easter eggs referencing the Last Jedi found in this new content. It'll be mostly just references to the movies, such as locations and characters. So this is your first and only warning. If you have not seen The Last Jedi yet, this video will contain spoilers. You have been warned. So let's start at perhaps the most simple reference to The Last Jedi, and that comes in the new characters the expansion has added. You can now play as Finn or Captain Phasma in multiplayer. Now, the reference in particular comes from Captain Phasma. One of her abilities sees her using a metal staff to strike enemies. Now, this is taken directly from the scene in The Last Jedi when Finn and Phasma fight on board Snoke's ship, during which she uses this exact weapon. Probably the most substantial addition to the game comes in the form of the planet Crate. This multiplayer map takes place in the same location as the finale of The Last Jedi, featuring everything from the huge door of the Rebel base, the giant AT-M6 walkers, and the ski speeders, which even kick up red salt across the battlefield. It's actually a really epic map. If we look a little deeper into this map though, we can also see a few more references to The Last Jedi. Perhaps one of the easiest to miss references are the caves that are scattered throughout the map. Generally, these are fairly boring red tunnels that you just use to traverse the map. However, in this particular cave, found deep inside the Rebel base, we can see the crystal structures that make up much of the subterranean space of Crate. Now, this is actually seen prominently in the movie, as there is an entire scene where the Falcon is flown through these underground tunnels during the battle. In the movie, a number of scenes during this battle take place in a command center, focusing around Leia and that one girl from American Horror Story. Now, while I can't find the exact control room from the movie, there are a couple of them which look very similar, even featuring old Rebel tech, which we see the characters setting up in the movie when they arrive here. Okay, finally, let's talk about perhaps my favourite inclusion from the movie. It's purely aesthetic, but god damn I love those crystal dogs, and they just run all around the rebel base. These are exactly the same as we see in the movie, even having taken cover from the battle, just as they do when the First Order arrives in The Last Jedi. So then, there we have it guys, they were my top 10 Easter eggs of 2017, if you include the last video as well. I really do hope you enjoyed these videos, and in the comment section below, be sure to let me know what your favourite Easter eggs of the year were. Thanks for watching guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course follow me on Twitter. I've been TheRoyalGorilla, over and out.
His name is Luke and he's more than your average gamer. No ordinary let's player. Know about Easter eggs much better. Da 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 da. His name is Luke, aka the Royal Gorilla. Even bigger than the giant Godzilla. Follow him in every game he goes. Da da da.